Super Radio Brothers!
It's time for the Super Radio Brothers. I think the one just had an accident.
Yes, we are back. As if there was any doubt, the Super Radio Brothers broadcasting from one very strategic location within the empire. It is the Super Radio Brothers. Super Radio Father, what's up?
I don't know where I'm at, but I think you told me this was a chicken farm, but it's a farm.
A what?
Oh, I think that's a turkey.
Oh, that's supposed to be a turkey.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe he's got a sore throat. I don't know.
That's a turkey with a sore throat?
Yeah.
That poor turkey.
Yeah, that poor guy.
Well, you know, the bird flu's going around. That's a big story.
I like bird is the word, son.
Oh yeah, bow bow bow, mow mow mow, mow mow mow, mow mow mow, mow mow mow.
Wow. Oh wow.
Let me hear it one more time. Where's your turkey? I gotta make sure.
Woo!
I guess that works. You know what? If my turkey sounds like that, I'm not eating it.
Bro, your turkey sounds like that. I'm selling the house, brother.
That turkey needs an exorcist.
Yeah.
It is the Super Radio Brothers. We're back. Unfortunately, no Super Radio Trent this week. I don't know what happened.
He's on the Trent River right now. Maybe he was celebrating Brady's win.
That's right. That's what I was shocked about, because you think he would have wanted to come in here and wax poetic about Tom Brady going to Munich, Germany.
Yeah, what's the matter with that dude?
Getting the job done.
What is he doing?
Against the Seattle Seahawks. He might be upset with you again. I don't know. We'll try to mend fences. Is that what you say?
Where is he taking a poop?
Oh, well, that's hopefully the bathroom.
I hope so.
Hopefully the bathroom, yeah. Because if he's not taking a poop in the bathroom, it's news to me.
Oh,
you get
why?
It?
So he talks to you from the bathroom?
Maybe. No, I don't know. That's a terrible thing. I don't want to hear anybody do that. That's a big no-no in my book.
Ain't no way to go trouble down the drain.
I don't know if you've ever done that, but I'll never forget when Anthony, your favorite friend, remember Anthony?
Yeah, your favorite buddy, Anthony.
My best friend, Anthony.
He was a tiny dude with a big head,
What a great compliment.
Yeah.
You remember him well.
Yeah, he never wore turtlenecks, I can tell you that.
But Anthony, not Anthony.
Yeah,
my dad would call him Anthony when we were growing up. But Anthony, one time I remember he gave me a call, and it was like, hey, what's up, Ant? What's going on? We're having this conversation. And then all of a sudden in the background, I hear the toilet flush. And I'm like, wait a second. Have you been taking a shit this whole time? And he said, yeah, I have. And I told him, dude, don't you ever do that again.
Oh, my God. So you heard him flush?
Yeah, I heard him flush.
How many times?
Only once.
But wait a minute. You didn't hear him wipe, huh?
No. But I'm sure we were talking about something. He was wiping while we were talking.
Oh, hell
It's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I ain't shaking your hand, dude.
I don't like that at all. I'm not down with that, bro.
That's right, man.
I'm just totally not down with that. Have you ever done that before where you're talking to a friend and you're pooping at the same time?
I don't even watch the phone on the poop, man. You kidding me? Yeah, how you doing? Hey, John. Hey, yeah, it's great, man. Hold on. Oh, shit.
Do you still do like it's 1989 and bring the newspaper into the bathroom?
Newspaper? They still sell newspapers there?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Holy man. You know how much a newspaper is now?
How much is a newspaper?
$3.25 for the Post.
That's the reverse. That's incredible.
Man, and it's all trashy, man. I'm telling you.
Well, because usually it's the reverse where you say, you know how much a newspaper was in my day? Half a penny.
Oh, let me see, 5 cents when I was growing up.
But now, maybe the trees are a little more expensive to make the paper. And
well, maybe they're leaving. Oh, boy.
Man, oh, man. Well, I got to tell you.
Uh-oh.
I got to tell you, there's plenty of news to go by today. And one, we're going to start off with, by the way, I know you listen to sports radio, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Damon Amendolara? What's wrong? You never heard of Damon Amendolara?
Damon, is he Star Wars, dude?
My favorite Damon Amendolara story, and this is the only reason I probably remember him, way back in the day, they started doing these things on The Fan, WNZF, and WFAN up in New York. And, they created this thing where personalities would do a 60-second sports minute, 60-second sports minute, right? It's a bit redundant, but, you got 60 seconds to give an opinion. And a lot of these guys would tag it with just their initials, So if I did it, and for WFAN Sports, RC, right?
RC.
So this guy, Damon Amendolara, way back in the day, he would go DA, and that pissed Mike Francesa off. Say, who the hell is DA?
Hey, who's DA, right?
Wait a second. Who's DA? This is nonsense. So you got to give your name. Nobody knows who you are, which I agreed with at the time. I was like, who the heck are these guys? So DA, I think he still works for CBS Sports. I think they are the company that broadcasts his show. But they made big news this week, not because he's a great sports broadcaster, but because I guess apparently one of his guys on the show shit his pants during the show.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute.
Have you ever shit your pants on the show?
I don't know. I got shorts on. The show's not over yet.
That's true. That would be terrible. You got shorts on, that thing would be flowing on out of there, wouldn't it?
How am I supposed to drive home? Jeez. Right.
You got to do. But anyway, here's the moment. And I guess I'm going to play the moment for you. And it's not Damon Amendolara himself. It's one of his guys, Sean Morash. I guess he's the producer.
Morash.
Morash. I guess he's the one that pooped his pants. And here's the moment. It involved a joke about the Philly Fanatic. You know the Philly Fanatic?
Okay,
the mascot for the Philadelphia Phillies. Something about him pooping on somebody's chest. And
the Philly Fanatic?
Yeah, and I guess
did he have a hole in the costume?
This was on the radio, so you can't say that on the radio. So they're flipping out, and I guess the producer poops his pants while they're joking. So listen to the moment here.
Arrested it offhandedly, like that's what the Fanatic does. He shoots hot dogs into the stands, takes dumps on your chest.
Can't say that.
He's the guy on the right there.
Yeah.
I just wet my pants.
There you have it. And that made huge news this week. Who would have thought?
Oh, my
you see,
God.
That's what shows you that this show is way ahead of the curve. We know poop is big news.
Oh, hell yeah.
Poop is big news every week on this show.
No shit gets by us.
Exactly. Even this story made this show because, hey, that's the headline for our news department.
That's
right?
a good shit story.
So this dude, and it goes on. And I told you it started about the Philly Fanatic. You just heard it, the joke with him. But the most interesting thing about it is this guy Morash, right?
Morash.
He later described a volcano erupted in his pants. He said it was kind of like
we know we're wrong.
His other description was it was like somebody poured a milkshake down his pants.
I don't know, man. The one person I know that happens to. They say it was like a geyser.
It was like a geyser.
Oh my God.
So bad news for him, I guess. But you know what? He made what's that? The show on TV, TMZ.
Yeah.
It was everywhere.
Oh my God.
So I would have never heard of Morash
Morash.
until he pooped his pants.
Hey, what's up, Morash? Good shit story, son.
But nobody, absolutely nobody cared until about DA's show until somebody pooped their pants on the show. Oh my God! So
I hope he had other pants.
But you know what? We talk to poop every week here. Yeah. We don't actually do it on air, so maybe that's something we got to fix.
No, that's why I'm wearing the new anyway.
Maybe you need to load up on some fried beans.
Man,
and
I need something.
Chili
man.
and
I could come in here and make some noise, brother.
But we'll do separate studios for that.
Hell yeah! Rumbles of jungles. Come on, baby.
Rumbles of jungles. How about this one? This is pretty weird. 2 TSA officers at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport made a hen of a find. That was their pun, by the way. That's what they said. These guys are pretty wacky. Discovery was made on November 8th as they screened luggage. They found a pistol stuffed inside of a raw chicken. That's a little weird, right? There's a pistol stuffed inside of a raw chicken. The Associated Press reported that both raw meat and firearms are allowed on airplanes, just not packed together.
Oh, the chicken wasn't alive?
TSA, no.
Oh,
TSA
shit,
posted a
man.
photo of the Bang Bang chicken, and here it is right there. How about that? There's your chicken
my
with
God.
the gun, I guess, wrapped up in.
You must have blew his head off right through his butt.
Now, we actually have a recording from the TSA agents when they found this. So let's listen in to them finding the chicken stuffed with.
Were they interviewing the chicken?
Well, they were. I don't know what they were doing. After hearing this, I'm less likely to get on a plane, to be honest with you.
Looks like he smuggled the murder weapon onto the plane by stuffing it inside a turkey.
Well, I'd say the TSA really fouled this one up.
That's not cool.
Wait, I got one. You do the first part.
Looks like he smuggled the murder weapon onto the plane by stuffing it inside of a turkey.
Yeah, looks like he was trying to flip the TSA. The bird.
Ah!
There you go. So
They better keep being TCA guys, right?
yeah. Yeah, so, they found the bird with a gun stuffed in it. What can you say?
God.
What would you do if you worked for the TSA?
I don't know, man. I take that gun out and cook the bird.
You would cook the bird?
Hell yeah.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, why let it go to waste?
Hell yeah. Look at that. See all that meat on there?
Yeah. You could fry that up or however you want to cook it. Throw it in the air fryer.
Nah, I'm not eating that shit, bro.
Maybe the gun is worthwhile.
Oh, hell no, right? A lead chicken.
Lead chicken. So anyway, that's what happened there. Pretty interesting find for the and we'll probably have it later on this year. At the end of the year, the TSA, they always put out a list of the craziest things they found, while checking people before they get on the plane. How about this one? Alexander Tominsky of Philadelphia invited the public to assemble and watch him eat an entire rotisserie chicken for the 40th day in a row. The New York Times reported he's dubbed the Chicken Man. Tominsky placed flyers and around Philly to advertise the consumption of the 40th bird, and dozens of people showed up at a pier on the Delaware River on November 6th to watch him eat that bird.
Man, it must be pollution over there.
He told the Times this is why he did it. Can you imagine eating a rotisserie chicken every day for 40 straight days?
Are you kidding me, man? Get out of here.
So he told the Times that the reason he did it is because the world is in pain.
So are the chickens. I could imagine.
Yeah, nobody
right?
cares about the chicken, right? You care about the world.
I don't care about the chicken.
What about the chicken?
Yo, dude, why are you going to cut my head off?
So the world is in pain, so he needed to do something painful to himself that would make others smile. After 40 days of cramping and bloating, Tominsky was looking forward to...
Bloating?
Yeah, bloating. I guess every day that's what happens.
The bad air must have been up high over there.
I actually have audio from that 40th chicken consumption here.
Going to an abandoned pier behind a Walmart to watch a guy eat his 40th consecutive rotisserie chicken in 40 days. Sometimes you just gotta see a win.
3, 2, 1.
Did he pass out? That's why they're clapping?
You're an inspiration.
Yeah, man.
One more bite. Oh boy!
And they made a song for that.
Yeah, they were. He's an inspiration.
Oh.
That's what they said.
Yeah, the guy eats a lot of chicken.
Now, there he is. He doesn't look too happy, right?
Yeah, but look, he's skinny on one side, and the other side, look at he's a little chubby.
Yeah, it didn't take too long for that to happen to him,
man,
right?
Look at those 40 chickens. Jesus.
Look at how happy he is on day 11.
Yeah, right. Why am I still eating this shit?
This must be like day 35.
This guy. Yeah. Somebody give me a hamburger, please.
So all these bird stories, of course, in honor of Thanksgiving, coming up here next week. So a lot of bird eating going on around the country, and I guess it's no different for a guy that He just wants to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is in pain, so he has to be in pain too.
All right.
And I could think of many different ways for him to be in pain that don't involve eating rotisserie chicken.
Hell no, man. Give me some hamburgers or a pork chop.
Well, you know, say I'm not going to watch TV for 40 days.
Yeah, are you mad?
Do something that'll give you real pain.
Let me see.
I don't know. I wasn't as inspired by the story as some of the other people were. They were really into it, you know.
That's right.
He's an inspiration.
Yeah. Whatever state he's at.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about the guy, but hey,
good for him.
I think his heart was in the right place.
That's right, man. And something else was coming out of the other place.
How about this story? This is pretty crazy. This is actually in Arizona. An Arizona man was arrested for DUI for allegedly driving high on meth and with an injured owl inside his vehicle. Now check this out. He bought the owl. I don't know how this is possible. America.
How are you going to buy an owl?
He bought the owl illegally from someone at a gas station.
So maybe he was in the back of the gas station, the owl.
I mean, I won't even eat food from a gas station, let alone buy an owl from a gas station. You know, come on, give me a break. So I actually, believe it or not, there's some audio from this. So let's check it out. The dude driving high on meth with an injured owl.
We think that she had gotten knocked around or jostled somehow in that tumultuous night that she had. The officer handled it like a pro, you know. He did the right thing, got it to safety. So he has a really good story to take home and tell his family. It brought home 2 different illegal points. No, you can't own wildlife, and no, don't do drugs.
Oh, my goodness.
Why would you? I never get that. You know, we had the story last week about the guy sleeping in the trailer with the alligator.
Yeah.
This guy's driving around with an owl. What do you get out of owning a wild animal?
Man, I wouldn't want that.
If you owned a wild animal, what would you pick? What would be your wild animal?
Let me see. Probably a Bengal tiger.
You're going all in, huh?
Oh, hell yeah. I walk him in the street every morning.
Nobody's messing with you, man. I'll tell you that.
Hey, come on, Eddie, look. What the hell is that? Here he comes. He's picking up that poop.
Yeah. Can you imagine that poop, too? Oh, my goodness.
Hey, Jeffrey, my cat is hungry. Bring your little dog over here.
Yeah. Well, I mostly feed them raccoons and opossums. And,
we'll let them go. Let them run around the neighborhood. Then they'll come back tomorrow.
I always love creativity with music, and now you have these different processing devices and drum machines and all those cool things. I think you'll get a kick out of this one. Some guy programmed his electric drum kit, his electronic drum kit, with sample sounds from a very special show, something you like a lot. So I'm not even gonna say what it is. I'm gonna just let you listen to this and enjoy it. Okay?
Yeah.
So here you go. Great creativity. Instead of drums, these are the sounds that the drum pads are making.
Fire.
Those are my boys.
You like that?
I love my boys.
You could make this your ringtone for your phone. Would you do that?
Well, I got Batman on there.
Fire.
I don't know. I might change my phone.
You gonna go for this? You might get arrested.
Probably what my therapist hears that he has to go see his therapist.
He probably the whole picture gets a little clearer, you know, if your therapist hears that. So I'm not a big fan of flying. You like getting on an airplane?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember the last time we got on the plane?
What was the worst thing that happened to you on the plane?
It took off.
That's the worst thing? It actually
oh, my
took
God,
off.
And the aisles are so small. Jesus, and the chairs. Then you try getting to the bathroom in the back, and somebody just left there. Oh, my God. You should have a caution sign over there.
Well, I think no matter what you come up with or most people listening come up with, you can't have a worse flight than this woman. She had a 13-hour flight,
Oh,
right?
Boy.
From London to Bangkok. All right, she's going. So it's a 13-hour flight, and as soon as they take off, the man sitting next to her gets sick. So listen to her story.
As the plane's taking off, you notice next to you the man takes out his paper doggy bag and throws up into it. A couple seconds later, he throws up again in the doggy bag. He throws up another time. Finally, this girl in the aisle across from me notices what's happening and quickly hands me her doggy bag. And I turn over to give this to the people. I notice that his paper bag is full to the brim. The bottom of his paper bag, filled to the brim with his vomit, breaks open. And his vomit gushes out of the bottom all over onto his lap, and unfortunately all over me and all of my stuff.
A 13-hour flight, and that happens immediately.
Oh my God, and you're still alive to talk about it? Jeez.
Can you imagine? And I would think that's that moment, in all those great comedy movies and shows where everybody on the plane starts throwing up.
Oh, my
because
God.
that one dude started
that was,
a chain reaction.
Child, remember that?
Oh, yeah. That was one of the best.
Yeah, that was great.
That was one of the best examples of that. But that's probably the worst experience on a plane you could ever imagine.
Nah, man, you put that guy in the cargo bay or something.
Talk about being unlucky. You end up sitting next to that guy.
Oh, my God. Then you got to smell that shit for 12 hours or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
And you can't get your clothes?
Yeah, who brings a change of clothes on their carry-on, right? That's
you go see your people when you get off the plane. Hi. Oh, Jesus, you stink.
This is great. Of course, we remember this. I know we saw this together. Remember way back in 1997.
Holy mackerel.
When Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield had a big boxing match. And what happened in that fight?
Oh, my God. No ear.
Mike Tyson literally bit Evander Holyfield's ear off.
Oh, my God.
That's all you remember from the fight, right? Who won the fight? Who cares?
Right,
Dude bit his
come on,
spit it out.
Your ass.
So, what does that lead to? How many years later is that? 25 years later?
Holy shit, Dan, I'm getting old, bro.
What does that lead to 25 years later? A business partnership.
Oh, get out of here.
Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield are teaming up.
So he heard him out, right?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. I'll hear you out. Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield are teaming up to sell holy ears. Holyfield, get it? Holy ears.
Stupid.
Now, what are holy ears? They are cannabis-infused edibles shaped like bitten ears. So these are basically gummies, but shaped like Evander Holyfield's severed ear.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think?
So these edibles are sold by Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. And obviously that's a reference to the 97 fight where Tyson bit a chunk of Evander's ear. They made their piece years ago. In fact, the new promotional video, there's a video and a commercial for this, believe it or not, where they're celebrating the release of these edibles. And here are those two guys, the champs, Tyson and Holyfield.
What is this? I got you your ear. No, it's not. This ain't my ear. Yes, it is. Cherry pie punch filling. My ears don't taste like cherry pie. Yes, they do. Man, they don't. Yes, they do. Why I ate your ear, I should know. Well, you're right.
How many ears did he eat before?
Yeah, I know. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, right.
Deep into the back. It's like, I ate your ear. I should know. Yeah, you're right.
You hear me, brother?
Yeah,
what?
You're right.
That's right, son.
You ate my ear.
That's right. Can I have it back, please?
Well, I mean, if there's anyone who knows what Evander's ear tastes like, it would be Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's gross.
That was the lowest of the lows, right?
Oh, hell yeah. I never said that. That was horrible.
Yeah. And I believe, if I remember right, they kept fighting. That's not where the fight ended.
Yeah, but didn't Holyfield won?
Yeah, Holyfield won. But I just wonder what would happen in the modern world if someone bit someone else's ear off. Would they keep fighting?
Keep fighting as I'm pulling my gun out. You're going to die. Oh, my God.
Yeah, can you imagine he had a gun in his boxers, his trunks?
Yeah, I got it in my trucks. It's on my cup.
Get away from me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a disqualification if I've ever heard of one. You know,
carrying a gun or biting his ear.
Both. Oh man, that's when boxing was good, though, right?
Yeah, boxing is not good now.
It's just with the and let's do this. Let's start the sports. Yeah. Super Radio Brothers Sports.
Oh, boy.
And yeah, I agree where, boxing just isn't quite what it used to be. And it's the worst part is there was the opportunity for this awesome fight this year. You're looking at Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence Jr., right. Two undefeated guys that, are the best in the world. Incredibly fun to watch. I think that Terrence Crawford is the best fighter in the world, and a lot of people would go with Earl Spence. They're pretty evenly matched, both undefeated, both great fighters. That's the fight you want to see, and it was supposed to happen in November, I believe, this month, but they just never came together on it, and now the fight is dead. Mm-hmm. Terrence Crawford has already agreed to a fight with somebody else. And, when the best fighters don't fight.
Joe Schmo, right?
Yeah, exactly. Joe Schmo, who knows who he's fighting. Yeah. So it's just incredibly disappointing. What's going to happen? These guys will get together when they're almost 40 and fight each other.
50 years old, like Pacquiao, man, right?
Almost like that awful, a couple of weeks ago, they had the third edition of Triple G and Canelo Alvarez.
It was bad, right?
It was terrible. I mean, Triple G hasn't fought in years, and it was clear that was the case. Yeah. So... you just see a lot of that in boxing. Canelo actually lost a fight, light heavyweight fight to Bivol, and Bivol is a really good fighter. And I want to see the rematch. I don't want to see him fighting Triple G, who's a has-been. I love Triple G when he was on his run, but that's done.
Yeah, it's done. It's over.
Why are we fighting Triple? It's for money, right? He should have. Bivol's not the star that Triple G was. Nobody even knows who he is, even though he's an undefeated light heavyweight champion. Just beat Canelo Alvarez. Canelo going up in weight to fight him. But we needed that rematch. We didn't need Triple G Canelo 3. So boxing is it's terrible.
It's terrible, man.
It's terrible.
Our time boxing was great, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even the heavyweights, the lightweights, the featherweights, everybody.
But a lot of the sports, that back then, which really made the sports world go round in America, you're talking about baseball, you're talking about boxing, and you're talking about horse racing, are pretty insignificant now when compared to the NFL and even the NBA, So especially when you're talking about horse racing and boxing, just nobody cares.
That's what I hate, man, when they compare back in the day, all the ball players, basketball, football, baseball, boxers.
Yeah. Different eras.
Oh, hell yeah.
Different eras, different games, But, hey, sometimes it's fun to just say, I wonder what Jordan would be doing in the NBA today.
Yeah, who knows?
If he was able to play today.
You can't compare that.
You just don't know. The rules were different, Athletes were different.
Yeah, don't you remember the Knicks getting killed?
Oh, yeah.
The court?
No, it was a different brand of basketball.
Remember that? That's him and Pittman?
Oh, yeah.
Smacking the hell out of...
those wars.
Oh, Jesus. And then Mr. Finger Roll.
Oh,
you know who that
Patrick Ewing missing the finger roll.
The guy's 9 feet tall and he tries to finger roll the ball.
You wonder what type of games you prefer. A lot of those games, Pacers, Knicks, Bulls, all of those 90s kind of battles. A lot of those games would end 74, 69, 88, 90.
Not now.
The other day, the Knicks lost a game 145, 135.
Unbelievable.
So the game's kind of gone back to the 80s, where it's a little bit of a more wide-open scoring type of game. But if you watch the NBA on a night-to-night basis, oftentimes these guys take nights off. They don't play any defense.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're watching, and that can be frustrating as a fan
that's
too.
That's why a lot of the old school guys never took a day off.
No, the whole load management thing was kind of started by Popovich and the Spurs, where he started sitting Duncan and Parker as they got older to kind of get them ready for the playoffs, give them some rest, and after that everybody started doing it. So
you're gonna play. That's it.
The worst thing is
season's over.
You never know that kid that one night, especially if you have say the Lakers now, they stink, I know, but LeBron's one of the greatest players of all time. He comes to the East Coast, you know, say he has a night in Indiana to play the Pacers. Some kid there that night could be his only chance his entire life to see a guy like LeBron play, and then he takes the night off. You know, that stuff's not cool.
Yeah, that's why Lou Garrett always says he always ran hard because you never know what kid is out there looking for the first time, you know?
And I remember there was a Saturday night on ABC. Yeah, you know, and that's a great perspective to have, you know, Lou Gehrig, of course.
Yeah, Jeter also.
Yeah, you never know exactly. But, you know, you just look at some of these guys and you say, man, can you play 82 games? Everybody used to play 82 games. But I remember Popovich pushed it to the limit one night. It was a Saturday night. ABC had their big Saturday night games, and I think it was going to be Miami, and that was the Miami Heat with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, and they were going up against the Spurs. And I remember being pumped up, oh, that game is on tonight, I'm going to watch it. Then you tune in, Popovich sat everybody, like a big F you to all the fans. You know, the national game, Saturday night, looking forward to Heat San Antonio, and you tune into the game. Duncan's not playing, Parker's not playing, Ginobili's not playing. What is this crap? Load management tonight?
That's not cool, man.
And that's when people really started talking about it. But and then you got a lot of players that just don't play. You know, you look at Kawhi Leonard with the injury already this year. The dude barely ever plays. Who is this guy?
I don't know, man.
I mean, he just doesn't play. You know, Kyrie Irving, we know all the controversy he's been through. He's been so creative over the years to find ways not to play. You know, a lot of these guys just don't play. Zion Williamson, you know.
They want to get paid.
Yeah, these dudes get paid, but they never play. So I just... you know, it's pretty crazy, but that's kind of the state of things now with all of that. But anyway, let's...
same thing with the pitchers, man, in baseball.
Oh, yeah, look at that. You know, you can't...
5 innings, 6 innings, 80 pitches.
Who was it? Was it Zach Wheeler in the World Series? They took him out after the third inning?
Yeah, after the third inning.
What is this? Give me a break. You're Boone, you can't let your ace, you know, Garrett Cole, pitch out of the fifth inning? It's a joke.
Man. And they still, anyway, I don't want to talk about them because I'm getting agita here.
The guy on Houston's got a no-hitter. You take him out in the 6th inning?
Yeah, that's genius. Oh, I don't think that no-hitter any better than, 1956. It was a perfect game.
I don't even look.
It was 3 pitches that did the no-hitter.
I don't even look at it as a no-hitter, a combined no-hitter. It's just not the same thing. It's not the same accomplishment at all.
I was not impressed.
No, me either. I don't look at it as a no-hitter. You know, the guy's got to go out there. He's got to go 9. He's got to pitch a no-hitter himself. You brought in a reliever who got 3 outs in 1 inning. They combine it. That's a no-hitter.
The season's almost over. Come on, let's go.
That's not even – it means nothing. To me, a combined no-hitter means absolutely nothing.
Use your brains, not your knowledge.
And then you got the Yankee offseason going on right now.
Oh, my God, and they ain't doing jack.
No action yet. You know, you had Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman speaking separately.
What are they, scaling buildings and shit?
I don't know what's going on, but, you got Cashman over there talking about the process, and it makes you crazy as a Yankee fan because the process don't work. That's what I've been seeing.
Yeah, process is get your ass out of there, man.
Talk about process. Well, the process has been good.
Shit,
How is the process good when you don't win? That makes no sense. You know, it used to be that the Yankees would prioritize winning over everything else. So if that's the case, and that's what you sell us on with Yankeeography, and every time you turn on the Yes Network, it's all about championships and this and that. How can you sell that when you're telling me the process is more important than the result?
Well, they're selling it to us because we buy their network.
I wonder, we'll see. But, I wonder how into it I'm going to be next year if there's not that many changes. It's going to be hard to get into it.
I'm going to be very sad and pissed off.
But you know how we are. We'll probably be tuning into every game.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
So you got that going on. I did see the rumor out there.
DeGrom?
Well, DeGrom's a big story. He's not going to the Yankees, though. Yeah. But who knows where that guy's going to be looking for, $40 million a year for 5 years or something. He's looking for something ridiculous. Meanwhile, he's another guy. DeGrom doesn't pitch. He's never on the field. He doesn't play. He's always hurt every single year. He doesn't play. That's what drove me crazy earlier this year when you had the guy from the Dodgers. What's his name? The big pitcher out there.
Kershaw?
Yeah, Clayton Kershaw. You know, he was pitching a perfect game.
Yeah, and they took him out?
They take him out in the 7th inning because, we don't want him to get injured. Well, guess what happened 2 weeks later? He got injured, and he missed a month. So what was this? He was good. And that's what I was saying at the time. He's going to get injured anyway. Yeah. Let him go for the perfect game. And that's exactly what happened. He got injured anyway. There's nothing that says, if I take him out in the 7th here, he's not going to get injured. You know, let the guy go for history. Give me a break.
These new days, everything's about numbers and analytics and stuff like that. Come on, enough that.
The best quote I heard about that over the past week was from Derek Jeter.
Oh, boy.
And they were talking to him about analytics, and he kind of took a shot at Cashman. It's no secret that Derek Jeter does not like Brian Cashman at all.
Oh, so he's going to be the next general manager, brother.
I don't know. I think Cashman's real last name must be Steinbrenner because the dude, I've never heard of a lifetime GM.
Yeah, basura. Yeah, that means garbage.
He will retire from this job. He will never be fired. And I feel like every GM that's ever existed eventually gets fired. You lose the job, you start over, you give somebody else a chance. But this guy seems like he's going to be there until he wants to leave. But Jeter was talking about analytics, and he said, analytics are cool, but there's one thing that analytics can't tell you. They can't tell you about the heartbeat. They can't tell you about what's in here.
That's right.
You know, and that's a big factor when it comes to these players. You know, the heartbeat. Do they have what it takes to compete in New York, to play on the big stage, to deal with that kind of pressure? And the analytics will never tell you. That's why Cashman keeps making guys for trades for guys like Sonny Gray and Frankie Montas. All these guys that can't get it done here. You know,
jeez, man.
The analytics don't tell you what's in the heart. It's a joke.
Dude, that's right. You got to have heart, and analytics don't hit the ball.
Yep.
They don't catch the ball either.
Yeah, so I thought that was a really great quote from Derek Jeter, kind of in a way.
Good for him, man.
You know, taking a shot.
Cashman down the toilet.
To be fair, Jeter didn't have much more success in Florida as the.
Well, that's okay because for what I hear, he gave him like a 5-year plan.
Yeah.
To get together, and they didn't do anything.
Well, you know, and that's the other thing I was about to mention. The rumor out there right now is the Rays are ready for a fire sale.
Oh, boy.
Which I would have liked to have Trent on here to hear what he had to say about that. But they just signed, their young...
Where are you, man?
Wander Franco, right? That's like one of their big young players. Yeah. Rumor is he's on the market.
Oh, boy.
And they just signed him, I think, last year. And rumor is the Mets have an inside to get him. So... And the Rays feel like they have too much pitching. They're going to try to get rid of pitching. That type of team, that's hard to root for, man. You got to be a real fan because with the way they have drafted over the past decade, if they had any kind of payroll, if the Rays had an $80 to $100 million payroll in the past decade, they win at least one championship with all the talent that's been through there.
Yeah, but I bet you they get rid of all these guys and they'll still be fighting for first place.
Well, that's what you hope. You hope you keep hitting it because now you get rid of all these guys and you bring back all these prospects and these young players and you hit on them. Unlike Cashman, when he did it, he missed on all of them. All the young players he made trades for, Clint Frazier, Gleyber Torres, go on down the list. None of these guys have panned out to be these great cornerstone players.
Gleyber should go, right?
I feel like they should trade Gleyber Torres. I just don't like the type of bat that he is. He's a decent glove at second base, but, he's another one of those guys that has the same at bat every single time. I think he's easy to pitch to in big spots. You can strike him out. So I'm not a big Gleyber fan. He didn't turn out to be what you expected him to be when you traded Chapman to the Cubs, and the Cubs went on and won a World Series. And Andrew Miller was a huge trade at the time. If Andrew Miller, when the Yankees traded him to Cleveland for Clint Frazier, he was one of the big relievers in baseball. Nobody could hit him. He was untouchable. Yankees trade him to Cleveland for Clint Frazier. Oh, Clint Frazier.
Yeah, he's good. You gotta see, he's a muscle. Yeah, okay.
I kept hearing historic bat speed.
Yeah.
That's what you were hearing about Clint Frazier.
Yeah.
The guy's not even in the league now.
That's right, man. His speed was so good, it kept hitting the back of his head, right?
And they love these guys that hit home runs and walk, and analytics, like you said, right? Well, analytics produce a player like Joey Gallo. He's like, he's Brian Cashman's wet dream, walks and
wet dream.
and homer. Yeah. This is the guy I need, and he stinks. He stinks.
He didn't do that good with L.A. either.
I wish you could get rid of Donaldson. It's probably not going to happen. I wish you could get rid of Stanton. It's not going to happen. All these guys, maybe you could get something from Glaber. Maybe that's possible. Can we get a real shortstop in here? That's
so
a
you
huge
didn't
thing.
like the shortstop they brought up?
No, hey, if that's the question too. Are you going to go young or are you going to spend money? If you at least commit to going young, because they didn't bring these guys up until late September.
So you think
give them any chance?
Correa's going to be out there?
Oh yeah, I'd go for him. I don't know if Correa's going to settle to be a rental player again, but if he was willing to come on a 1-year deal with maybe an option, I would do that. So you got to wonder: are you gonna spend money, or is it time for these kids to come up and get a shot?
That's right. So we're already suffering, right? Shit, man.
So and then of course the whole question with Judge, and do you pay him? I don't. If you don't sign Judge, you could get 3 other players to fill that void. But that's where I was going to go. How can I trust Cashman to pick the 3 right players? With the personnel decisions he's made over the years.
I think he needs a brain scan.
So I would like to sign Judge, but at the same time, you feel weird if you get screwed the last 5 years of the contract if he's looking for 10 years, and a ridiculous amount of money. So the Judge thing is a little tricky. I get how Yankee fans would be completely, distraught and upset if you lost Judge. But at the same time, I could see the reasoning behind not bringing him back. But the guy who's in power is a guy I don't trust to spend that money that you save, not bringing Judge back. And the other horrible thing that's out
like
there,
Napoleon.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't know why he's still making these decisions. And the other scary thing out there right now, right? The Houston Astros, they just swept you. They win the World Series, and now it's being reported that their number one objective on the offseason is to sign a new first baseman. And they're going hard after Rizzo. That's the guy that they want big time. So, and I don't want to see Rizzo.
No, he can't go.
So, that's the story so far with baseball, hot stove, and
nobody's got honor anymore. Bro.
There's no loyalty. No loyalty.
It's about the mean green, always been.
But if Judge ends up staying, him and Rizzo are really good friends, so I doubt Rizzo would leave at that point, too. I think they would bring Rizzo and Judge
you must stay.
Well,
you must stay.
We'll see what happens. But they bring Judge back, they bring Rizzo back. There still has to be changes made. And
hell yeah. Shortstop, get rid of Donaldson, put him in the bench.
Yeah.
A bench player.
But Hal Steinbrenner has not been the type of owner that swallows $20 million. Cut a player. They can cut Donaldson, but then they still got to pay him $20 million to do nothing.
How many guys get cut in the major leagues?
Over the years, yeah, but not guys making $20 million.
Yeah, but the guy stinks.
Yeah,
man.
He's terrible. He's terrible. They've said, you can't trust what these guys say sometimes, but they've pretty much said that they believe in him, and it was a down year for him, and he's definitely going to be back.
Yeah, wrong year. Okay.
Yeah. So
come on.
And there were injuries. You expect to see DJ LeMahieu come back, but he's another guy, LeMahieu's going to be 35.
Yeah, he's getting older too.
He's going to be 35 years old. Can you really count on him? Do you re-sign Benintendi, who unfortunately you dealt with another injury there? So a lot of questions yet to be answered.
Well, we'll see.
So let's move on to a little bit of the football.
Okay.
Your Giants with a big win.
Unbelievable. I can't take it no more.
You give up?
I'm getting heart attacks here. I'm telling you.
How are your man pecs doing?
My man pecs were hard as a rock. Let me see. Jesus, they're hard right now.
All you got to do is talk about the Giants.
And I got a hoodie on.
So.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Giants 24-16
against
the Texans. and then they play the Lions this week.
And that should be a win.
I hope so. Then you know who they play after that?
Who that? The
Dallas
Eagles? Oh, yeah,
Cowboy
Dallas.
on Thanksgiving.
Man, I can't believe the Giants haven't played the Eagles yet. That's pretty crazy. So
They're probably playing back-to-back weeks.
But, yeah, that's going to be great, a Thanksgiving Day game. Yeah, the Giants and the Eagles. Giants and the Cowboys. I'm looking forward to that. And how about the Eagles going down to the Commanders?
Can I say it? I loved it. I know your listeners out there got to be Philly fans, but, Giants have sucked for many years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
We didn't get our 5th win until almost the end of the season last year.
Yep, and so they go out there, they lose to the Commanders. Tyler Heineke, he goes out there, and he has a huge game, and now Carson Wentz, who stinks, he's not injured anymore, so Washington would be crazy if they take Heineke out. That would be just a horrible move. You got to believe in this guy eventually.
Yeah, because I hope the general manager is not connected to Cashman.
And all of a sudden, we were talking about the AFC East last week and how it's the best division in football, and every team is over 500.
Imagine that.
Well, you look at the NFC East. Now, with Washington at 5-5, everybody has a winning record. So those are the two best divisions in football. And the way you enjoyed, you didn't just enjoy watching the Commanders defeat the Eagles.
Oh, yes.
You also enjoyed the Packers and the Cowboys.
Oh, that was great. I had a real good weekend. Giants win, and these mugs lose.
Yeah, so that was huge. A nice comeback from the Packers, devastating the Cowboys. And then, of course, I really enjoyed watching the Bills lose to the Vikings.
Oh, my God. Were you crying in happiness or sadness?
It was one of the best games I've ever seen in my life, man. That catch that Jefferson made on 4th and 18 with one hand.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
That was ridiculous. And then you get down to the goal line, you don't get in, and on the very next play, Allen fumbles the ball, touchdown.
That was marvelous. Right?
You can't. It's a miracle. That's a miracle victory, and that's how it's been for the Vikings so far this year at 8-1, same record as the Eagles.
They were saying today, are they believers or pretenders or whatever?
Well, you got to give the Vikings credit. They lost to the Eagles,
right.
Got destroyed by that was either Sunday night or Monday night, but it made you feel like they were pretenders because here we go again, primetime game against a good team. Kirk Cousins stinks, but and he did have 2 interceptions in that game against the Bills, but he made big throws at the end, man. He made some big plays.
Yeah, I wonder if my team is a pretender. I don't know.
But, hey, at 7-2, the Giants now are only 1 game out of first place, so the division is in play for them. And if you can believe it, the New York Jets, if they go out there and beat the Patriots off the bye.
Wait a minute, you hear this?
This is hard to believe that I'm even saying this, but if the Jets can somehow get out there against a team, by the way, that's been giving us nothing but torment for 2 decades, and you haven't beaten in 13 tries. The Patriots have beaten the Jets 13 straight times. This game is in Foxborough off the bye for both teams. And if the Jets win on Sunday, your New York Jets will be in first place.
Is that unbelievable?
In first place after 10 games.
Oh, my God. I'm getting goose pimples, and I'm a Giant fan.
So this is the biggest game the Jets have had in ages, in so long. The first place on the line in this game, coming off of a huge win against Buffalo. So, man, oh, man, it's getting to late November, and as a Jet fan, you got to be thrilled to be playing the biggest game you've seen them play probably since 2015 when they had that game against Buffalo.
Those pom-poms you're going up in the air?
Yeah, I'm dancing over here.
Here you go.
So, huge game for the Jets coming up on Sunday. First place on the line.
Yeah.
We are looking forward to that. So, let's find out how we did on our picks last week.
Okay. Let's see. We all had the Panthers. I have no idea why. We lost. Falcons, 25-15.
Whoa, we all had the Panthers?
Yeah.
Are you sure the Falcons won that game?
Oh, the Falcons won the game. That's right. My bad.
No, the Panthers won that game.
No, the Panthers won the game.
Yeah,
not the
we all had
Falcons.
the Falcons.
Yeah, we all had the
Yeah,
Falcons.
yeah, that makes sense.
So you know what that means? We're losers.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, Trent, this is for you, son.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Seahawks at the Bucks in Germany.
Seahawks at the Bucks in Germany. I know I picked the Seahawks.
So did I. Trent, you won.
Oh, Trent's on the board.
You're on the board, son.
Trent's on the board.
Oh, boy. Okay. Lions against the Bears. That was, even though it was...
Lions. That was a really good game.
Yeah, it was.
But, I picked the Bears, and, man, they found a way to lose that one.
You picked the Bears, I picked the Bears, and Trent picked the Bears.
Oh, okay. We're all
on the
losers.
Trent reverse, so we're a loser.
So far, the only person with a win is Trent.
Unbelievable. You lucky you ain't here listening to this. Okay. Okay. The Browns against the Dolphins.
The Browns against the Dolphins. Did I take the Browns in that game? No, I didn't.
No.
Okay,
Trent
good.
did.
Trent.
So, and we won 39-17. So, you know what that means?
What?
We're winners.
So now we're all even.
Yeah.
All right.
Trent's a loser. Now I'm playing with you, son. Okay. Oh, man, the Broncos against the Titans.
The Broncos again. We all went Titans.
We all went Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 17-10. Okay.
Broncos stink.
Oh, yeah. Vikings against the Bills, a game we just talking about.
Did I take the Vikings?
Nobody took the Vikings. We all took the Bills. The only Bills I know is the one in my wallet, okay?
Man, we're all losers on the same game.
Okay, no, we got to say it like this. We're losers.
We're losers.
Okay. Oh, that was a big game.
Losers.
Texas against the G-Men.
Oh, everybody picked the Giants.
Oh, everybody picked the Giants, 24-16. Jags against the Chiefs. We all picked the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Saints. We all picked the Saints, but the Steelers win.
That was amazing.
I can't believe it. It's amazing is right, man. Okay, the Colts against the Raiders.
I picked the Raiders, didn't I?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, we all did.
Damn, I don't think this ever happened.
Whoa, wait a minute. Losers.
Losers.
Okay, here we go. Cards against the Rams.
I went Rams.
That means you're a loser.
Did I go Rams?
Yes.
Ugh.
Man, me and Trent went Cards. Okay.
Only I'm a loser.
Cowboys against the Packers.
The Cowboys against the Packers.
Yeah.
We all picked the Cowboys.
Yeah, like idiots.
Bunch of dumbasses.
Yeah. 31-28. Okay. Wow. Okay. Chargers and the 49ers.
Chargers and the 49ers. I know I went 49ers.
So did I, and so did Trent, 22-16.
Damn, we all lost so many games.
Yeah. Okay. The Condominiums against the Eagles.
The Condominiums against the Eagles. We all went Eagles, of course.
One person, it had to be me.
Oh, it was me. I picked because I believe in Heineke.
Yeah, so me and...
That's right, I remember.
Me and Trent are losers.
Yeah,
again.
I went Washington. I'm telling you, I'm a big Heineke fan.
Okay. Trent had 40 points. I have 44.
And let me just say this. Going into this final pick,
yeah,
we are tied going into this final game,
yeah?
all of us. With only 5 wins. We
only had 5 wins?
Yeah, we each only have 5 wins so far.
Oh, my God. I'm glad I don't bet, man. I'll be a loser.
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't making me feel good about myself.
No. You had total 45.
All right.
53.
Who had 53? You did?
That was the total.
Oh, that was
point.
the total? All right.
So that means you win. That.
Oh, so, and we all had...
40, 44, and 45.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the higher you win that. So
and I also won the game. But I win on points.
You win on points.
I'm the big winner this week. I'm the top loser.
Winner. I need some music here, folks.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting hungry. Well, I got the last picks here. Whenever you want.
Oh, man. All right, let's see what we got.
All right, Titans and Packers.
the Titans and Packers. Let's see, Titans, and that's in Green Bay?
In Green Bay, and Green Bay's playing.
You know what? Let me go with Green Bay this week.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think this is going to be a good one, even though it's not good teams. Well, I think they are good teams. The Bears and the Falcons.
Man, the Bears find a way to lose games, but I cannot stand watching Marcus Mariota play quarterback. I'm going to go with the Bears.
Yeah, so am I, going with the Bears. It's unbelievable. Uh-oh. Eagles at the Colts.
Eagles at the Colts. Yeah, you got to go Eagles.
You got to go Eagles?
To me.
All right, you're going to go Eagles. I'm going to go with the Colts.
All right.
Oh, it's a big game this week. Your New York Jets against the Pats.
Yeah, this is a tough game for me to pick. Last time I picked the Patriots to beat the Jets. The Patriots won. So this time I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go with the Jets. They're the better team.
Go.
It's time. It's time for them to prove it's not the same old Jets. We're going Jets.
Well, I picked the Jets too.
All right.
Okay. The condominiums against Texas.
The condominiums, yeah. As long as, and I haven't heard it announced yet, but they'd be crazy to go back to Wentz.
Yeah.
My man, Tyler Heineke, he's going to be our quarterback again. He's going to make it done. He's going to get it done, and they're going to beat the Texans.
Okay.
Texans stink.
Yes. Oh, definitely. Okay. This game sucks.
What?
The Rams against the Saints.
Ugh. Got to go Saints. The Rams are really bad. And I don't know, Cooper Kupp was
yeah, he got hurt.
He got hurt, so there's not much left there.
Okay, here you go, bro. The Browns against the Bills.
You got to go Buffalo. I would go Buffalo.
Yeah, I think they're pretty pissed off. Right?
Yeah, the Browns just got smoked by Miami, so that means Buffalo should go in there and handle them too, I would think.
Okay, Panthers against the Ravens.
You got to go Ravens. Panthers stink too. A lot of shitty teams.
Yeah, we be talking about, we're 4-5.
Yeah, next week. I've had 3 wins.
I'm definitely picking my Giants over the Lions.
You're going Giants over the Lions? Of course.
I've been picking the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
So far.
Mm-hmm. And
all the New York teams.
And it's with you.
Yeah.
It's happening.
It's working, son.
All right. Stick with that plan, bro.
What about you?
Giants.
Oh, okay.
Lions ain't beating the Giants.
Yeah.
They stink.
They stink. Oh, boy.
What's that?
Cowboys and the Vikes.
Cowboys and the Vikings. Ooh, man.
At Minnesota.
I would love to see the Cowboys lose again. Minnesota, they got some type of magic, some type of mojo going this year.
That's what I'm going for.
I'm going to go Minnesota.
Yeah, me too. I love them. When they beat the Cowboys.
Didn't you like the Vikings when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah, man. They were a good team. Carl Eller, Alan Page, these big defensive
The Purple
guys.
People Eaters?
Yeah, the Purple People Eaters. They used to have good games against the Rams. Every game I saw against those two, they always at the inside 1 yard line. Never scored. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay.
Great goal line defense, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Bengals against the Steelers.
I got to go Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Okay, yeah, I better do that too, man, because, okay. This guy's got magic, bro.
All right.
The Chiefs against the Chargers.
I'm going to go Chiefs. I still don't. The Chargers, they've been up and down this year. Yeah. They're still looking like a playoff team, but the Chiefs are playing really good.
All right, last game. The 49ers against the Cards.
That's I'm going to go 49ers. The Cardinals are terrible. I don't even know if Murray will be back this week. So.
Okay, I got 44.
Niners. I'm going to go 39.
39.
Yeah, it's going to be a defensive struggle.
That means they suck, bro. All right, so football picks are in.
Excellent. Football picks are in.
Yes.
Let's go, Jets.
Let's go, Big Blue.
It's time to sit down and unwind and listen to the Couch Report.
Yeah, the couch report. Do you have anything to report from the couch?
I have something to report from the couch.
All right.
So I was laying there on the couch.
What a thrilling story this is.
So the dog tells me, "Hey, yo." I go, "What? You got to take me out." I said, "Okay." I took her out. I saw her poop. I ran in. I sat on the couch. Then I had to go poop.
It inspired you?
Oh, yeah. That little dog, man, was like a 12-inch poop coming out of that little
Oh, my God.
dog. Yeah.
What are you feeding that dog?
I don't know, man. It's not cool. Yeah, he knows. My dog weighs 10 pounds.
Yeah?
And it's, 14 pounds of shit. It's crazy, bro. You know?
That's a lot of poop.
Oh, yeah. Couch report. What else? Everybody's well. We're all playing. We're going to be off next week, you know?
Uh-huh.
And my favorite word is chop that wood, baby. Okay? Chop that wood.
Chop that wood.
Let's see. Here we go, man.
So explain that. What is chop that wood?
Well, that's that home plate that we have because, you know, the regular home plates, they're like a diamond.
Yeah.
So since we're a senior league, the plate is 3 feet by 21 inches.
All right.
So it's made out of wood. Okay? It's like a half-inch wood.
All right.
And so that's why I came up with this. I'm in the outfield, and all you hear is the ball going. So I said, shit, man, what could I come up with? So I started saying, hey, chop that wood, man. So now the pitchers tell me, you inspired me, man. Keep saying that. So, yeah. So I made some T-shirts and a couple of guys, about 17, 18 guys.
Look at this entrepreneur over here.
Chop your wood T-shirt. I told him I wanted to make a chop your wood underwear, but that was not cool.
No, that's weird.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't want anyone chopping my wood.
Wood, no. Yes, everything's well, man. You know, I got a buddy. He's in Africa right now, probably in Casablanca and all those places.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and he told me I'm taking the shirt with me. I'm going to take a picture. So he's basically going to take a picture in another continent, man.
With your shirt.
Whoa, my chop my wood.
Wow.
Not my wood, their wood.
Don't chop your wood. Chop my wood.
I'm definitely not chopping my wood.
Yeah, don't ask for that.
No,
That's terrible.
No, man.
Chop my wood.
Yeah. Chop this. What? No, I have no idea.
Cool.
Yeah, so everything's great, man. You know, just getting ready for the holidays. Took all the stuff from the attic, put it all together. The whole garage is full of Santa Claus, snowmen. I put the lights on. I get up in the morning. I see those things looking at me. I scream in the morning. You know, but yeah, everything's well, you know.
It's like the island of dolls in Mexico, right?
Yeah. They start talking, I'm leaving.
No, thank you. Nope.
Nope. Oh, yeah, I seen that commercial, too. That's great, man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't see the movie yet? You didn't watch Nope?
Nope. No, Nope. I have not seen Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, but I want to see the new show.
What show?
With Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, yeah. What's the name of that show? He's like a mob dude.
Tulsa.
Tulsa?
Tulsa. I don't know.
He's like a mob dude from New York going to
he gets sent from New York, right? And then it's not the FBI that sent him down there.
Tulsa King.
Yeah, Tulsa King. It's the mafia guys that relocate him. So it looks pretty funny, man. I want to see it.
Yeah, he goes from New York to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I think that's a what is that? Is that an Amazon series? I got to check it out. Or is that, I forget. Anyway, but there you go. I definitely want to check that out too. I'll probably end up watching some of it this weekend.
I love Sylvester.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, yo, what? Come here. Hey, come on. Give me a piece of that pizza here. Come on. Huh?
Hey, yo, Father Carmine.
Hey, yo, Father, you want to throw down the prayer here so when I get beat up.
Throw down some of those blessings.
Yeah.
So, very cool, very cool. Anything else on the couch this week?
Besides the sports? Nah, everything's cool, man. Happy week.
Yeah, very good. Awesome. Cool week. Yeah, nothing much going on with me. We just wrapped up our high school football season at the radio station.
I heard that.
So started off with a lot of excitement. We were on the road up in Jacksonville for the game. Our team was winning 14-0.
Yes.
And they were playing against a team that was the fifth-ranked team in the entire state of Florida. So an undefeated this season, #1 seed in the region. After trailing 14-0, they would go on a 50-0 run, 50 unanswered points.
Unbelievable.
And win that one.
What's the matter? There wasn't a team playing there?
They ended up winning 50-20. Ah, man, it all went downhill after the half, but it was fun to do.
I listened to you. I listened to that.
Yeah.
I fell asleep after about the 40th point, bro. Okay.
Yeah, it was a rough game for sure. But, hey, you still give them credit for being district champions and all that and getting a playoff berth. It doesn't happen every year. So hopefully they can grow on that. And we'll see what happens. But you know what? I'm going to miss it this year. I enjoyed calling the games on the radio. It was a lot of fun. Both teams were entertaining to watch. We covered 2 teams here. So looking forward to it coming back around again next year.
Yeah, a lot of guys were listening to you guys, too.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty popular, and people were listening to us and had some guests at halftime, coaches and writers from the Daytona News Journal. So it was, we're getting pretty popular with it. It's a big part of the local sports scene, the games that we broadcast on the radio. So hopefully we can do some more here coming up, and obviously with the football when it comes back around next year.
Yeah.
And the other thing would be I did go out over the weekend to see Wakanda Forever,
was it
the new Marvel movie. Yeah, it was excellent. It was awesome,
boy.
You go in there wondering, well, who's the story going to be based on? Who's the hero? Obviously, Chadwick Boseman, who played T'Challa in the first movie, passed away.
Of course,
unfortunately.
Okay.
And they had to write him out of the story in the movie. So you're wondering, who you're going to grab onto there, who's going to make this movie interesting.
She'll bring Jordan back.
And they didn't. I won't say anything on that, but and you're talking about Killmonger. That's the character he plays in the movie. But what was cool about this film is they had Suri, his sister. She played a big role, and they introduced Riri Williams. She's Ironheart, who, if you read the comics, in the movies, they try to make Peter Parker what she is in the comic books, right? In the movies, they say Peter's got this relationship with Tony Stark, Iron Man, and he kind of brings Peter up and gives him all this technology. They're close. Well, in the comic book, it's not Spider-Man that has that relationship with Iron Man. In the comic book, it's this young girl, Riri Williams, who, builds her own Iron Man armor, and it impresses Tony Stark so much he brings her in and starts to be her mentor. So they introduced her character, but what made this movie great was the story and the introduction of the Submariner, Namor, and they do it so great because, in the original origin story in the comic book, Namor is the leader of Atlantis, the submerged city of Atlantis. Same thing as Aquaman, right? Yeah. Everybody saw the Aquaman movie, and it's Atlantis. And really, that's kind of the, it's kind of played out, every civilization that's underwater is Atlantis, and that's been the story for like a century now. Well, that's what makes Marvel so good, where DC, and I liked Aquaman, it was really good, but they kind of went with that traditional thing. Marvel said, well, how can we be different and not have people saying Aquaman, Submariner, Namor, the same character? Well, they did something very clever. They instead of it being Atlantis, this is the ancient Mayan city. These are Mayans, and when the Spanish came and basically wiped out all of ancient Mesoamerica, we all know the story. They came to brought the animals and disease basically wiped out the Mayans and the Aztecs and the Incas. Well, in the Marvel story, the Mayans survived, but their civilization survived underwater. And Namor, this is the first time we've heard this. I think I've heard it. Maybe it's come up before. But Namor is a mutant, and he's super powerful. And he's the leader, instead of Atlantis, of the Mayans who are living underwater.
Genius, huh?
Yeah, so it was a great twist on the origin, and he's other than that, he's the same way he is in the comic book. Not really a hero, not really a villain, just thinking about protecting, his people, and
his pueblo.
The original Namor story arc that I remember in the comic book is from Fantastic Four. It's the Fantastic Four that stops him from destroying the surface world, because it's the same story. In Fantastic Four, Namor comes to destroy the surface world because he feels it's a threat to Atlantis. But then he falls in love with Sue Storm, Reed Richards' wife, and that's why through all the years, 60 or so years here, 80 years, right? First Fantastic Four, 1961. So, 60 years of, this odd love triangle between Reed Richards, Namor, and Sue Richards. So, character introduced through Fantastic Four. He existed before then, but the main Marvel story came through that, and I read that as a kid, and I was always a big Namor fan, and I just thought they did an excellent job with it. And of course, in this movie, he wants to destroy the surface world, and that leads to conflict between him and Wakanda, and of course, the stuff with Chadwick Boseman. It was one of the best written Marvel movies. You can't find a flaw in the story. It makes sense all the way through. Sometimes you have movies where you're like, well, that doesn't make sense, and this guy should have done it. You can't find that here. It's as perfect a movie as you could have had.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was, maybe the first 15, 20 minutes are a little slow because they have to wrap up the Boseman thing, and it's all about, T'Challa's funeral, and everybody's sad, So first 15 minutes or 20 minutes is a little rough, but it's also close to a 3-hour movie. So, all these movies are at this point. But
wait for the house for that.
But hey, I loved it. I thought it was awesome, and very cool that they introduced the Submariner Namor to the MCU. So
I like Submariner.
Yeah,
he's pretty cool.
Big fan. One of the best. So I really enjoyed it. And guess what? I really enjoyed spending time with you here tonight.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It was a lot of fun. That's another episode of the Super Radio Brothers.
That's right. And to all my boys, I'll see you tomorrow, guys.
In the words of Bob Dylan, time is an ocean, but it ends at the shore. The Super Radio Brothers have reached the shore. See ya!
I'm on the sand now. Be safe, everybody.